Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Young and the Restless weekly spoilers. Summer's worst nightmare comes true. Young and the Restless weekly spoilers find Summer Newman frantic as her worst fears become a reality during the week of April 15 to 19, 2024. Meanwhile, someone reconsiders her future and two rivals join forces on Y and R. Check out the latest spoilers for next week on the CBS Sudsr. Next week on Y and R, things go sideways at Nikki Newman's, Melody Thomas Scott, and Victor Newman's, Eric Braeden, anniversary gala. No doubt it is because Jordan Howard, Colleen Zenk, is lurking and she finds a new target. Instead of going after Nikki, it appears she targets Claire Grace, Haley Aaron, and sadly little Harrison Locke, Redding Munsell, is collateral damage. Claire goes to the Abbott mansion with Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, and he asks her to stay. However, things go wrong on Young and the Restless when Claire and Harrison go missing. Kyle freaks out and blames himself. Then, his ex-wife, Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, panics. Indeed, she feared something like this would happen. She starts frantically searching for her son on Young and the Restless. Summer rushes to her Aunt Victoria Newman's, Amelia Heinel, house to tell her what's going on and see if Claire took Harrison there. No doubt, Victoria is in shock, and she starts to doubt Claire and wonder if he should have trusted her. Later, Summer gets support from her parents Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford. Meanwhile, on Young and the Restless, Kyle's dad, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Summer's grandfather, Victor, momentarily put aside their differences and band together to support their families. Ultimately, it will be the Newmans and Abbotts working together to defeat Jordan. Meanwhile, Nikki shares a secret with her good friend, Lauren Fenmore, Tracy Bregman. Most likely, she confides in Lauren that she has been secretly drinking. Later, Nikki does something dangerous on Young and the Restless. So, she likely takes off to face Jordan on her own. Elsewhere, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, disagrees with his son's mother, Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan. Then he turns to his ex, Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, for help and guidance. Elsewhere, on Y and R, Christine Williams, Laura Lee Bell, pumps the brakes on her relationship with Danny Romalotti, Michael Damian, and rethinks their future together. Later she gets a blast from her past. Perhaps her ex-husband Paul Williams, Doug Davidson, shows up. Meanwhile, Ashley Abbott, Eileen Davidson, gets some tough love from her sister, Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland. In other Young and the Restless spoilers, Lily Winters, Crystal Collel, won't rest until Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziadei, pays for betraying her. The drama picks up drastically next week on Y and R. Tune in to see Summer Newman, Kyle and their families race to save Harrison on the CBS soap opera. Get all the latest Young and the Restless spoilers and updates daily from Soap Dirt. In the melodramatic world of Genoa City, where love, betrayal, and secrets intertwine, this week's episode of The Young and the Restless delivers a shockwave that rattles even the most seasoned characters. As the sun sets on a seemingly peaceful day, Summer Newman, the epitome of youth and beauty, finds herself plunged into a nightmare she never saw coming. The week begins with Summer basking in the bliss of her engagement to the dashing Kyle Abbott. Their love story has weathered storms, but nothing could have prepared them for what awaits. The air is charged with excitement as they make plans for their future together. Summer's heart swells with anticipation as she envisions walking down the aisle, her hand in Kyle's, surrounded by their loved ones. However, fate has other plans in store. A mysterious envelope arrives at the Newman estate, addressed to Summer. Curiosity piques as she tears it open. Unaware of the Pandora's box she's about to unleash, inside she finds a series of damning photographs, each one more incriminating than the last. Shock and disbelief wash over her as she realizes the gravity of what she's holding. The images capture moments of Kyle's secret rendezvous with none other than his ex-lover, Lola Rosales. Summer's world crumbles around her as she confronts the painful truth. The man she loves has betrayed her in the most intimate way possible. Anguish twists her features as she struggles to make sense of the betrayal. How could Kyle do this to her? Was their love nothing but a facade? Meanwhile, Kyle's guilt weighs heavily on him as he grapples with the consequences of his actions. He never intended to hurt Summer, but his unresolved feelings for Lola clouded his judgment. Now, faced with the fallout of his infidelity, he must confront the woman he wronged and beg for her forgiveness. But as he stands before Summer, his words falter in the face of her devastation. Across town, Lola wrestles with her own demons. Guilt gnaws at her conscience as she comes to terms with her role in the affair. Despite her lingering feelings for Kyle, she never meant to come between him and Summer. Yet here she is, a silent witness to their unraveling love story. Will she find the courage to confess her part in the betrayal, or will she continue to hide behind a facade of indifference? As the truth threatens to tear them apart, Summer and Kyle are forced to confront the harsh realities of their relationship. Can love survive betrayal, or are some wounds too deep to heal? The week unfolds with raw emotion as the characters grapple with the fallout of Summer's worst nightmare. Amidst the chaos, alliances will be tested, secrets will be exposed, and hearts will be broken. But amidst the turmoil, a glimmer of hope emerges. As Summer confronts Kyle one final time, she makes a decision that will change the course of their lives forever. With tears in her eyes and a steely resolve in her heart, she bids farewell to the man who shattered her trust. And in that moment of catharsis, she finds the strength to embrace a future free from lies and deceit. As the credits roll on this week's episode of The Young and the Restless, viewers are left on the edge of their seats, eager to see what lies ahead for Summer, Kyle, and the rest of Geno City's residents. For in the world of soaps, love may be fleeting, but the drama is eternal. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Summer and Kyle spiral and Claire the kidnapper. The Young and the Restless spoilers tease that finding Claire, Haley Aaron, and Harrison, Redding Munsell, will take over the CBS soap. This week ended with a party celebrating 40 years since Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, and Victor's, Eric Braeden, first wedding. The party went off without a hitch in a shocking soap twist. All of that is about to change though, as Y&R throws a curveball that will have fans talking well into May sweeps. The latest preview video for the daytime drama reveals a first look at Harrison and Claire going missing. We know this has Jordan, Colleen Zank, written all over it because she was lurking outside the party, but others believe Claire was the mastermind. Friday ended with Kyle, Michael Mueller, and a tired Harrison heading home as Jordan watched them like a hawk. Claire also found Harrison's favorite toy, so she made her way to the Abbott home to give it to him. The preview kicks off with a bit of flirting between Claire and Kyle. After returning the toy, Claire begins to leave, only to have Kyle looking all googly-eyed and asks her to stay. A flip of the scene reveals Kyle regrets that move later. Jack, Peter Bergman, and Diane, Susan Walters, arrive home just as Summer, Allison Lanier, rushes upstairs in search of her son. Kyle is freaking out, trying to explain to his parents that Claire took Harrison and it's all his fault. Diane and Jack are shocked at the turn of events, and they aren't the only ones. The Abbotts search for Harrison, but Summer makes a beeline for her aunt Victoria, Amelia Heinel, in hopes of finding the missing boy. Summer doesn't mince words as Victoria questions why Claire would have brought Harrison there. Claire took Harrison, they're both missing, a tearful Summer spats. Disbelief overcomes Victoria as she begins to grasp what has happened. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Victoria questions whether she knows her daughter. However, the spoilers also tease that Nikki goes rogue because she knows Claire didn't kidnap Harrison. Is Claire plotting with Jordan, or is she once again her victim? Be sure to tune in to find out the answer to that question, as well as what happened to Harrison and Claire on upcoming episodes of the hit daytime drama.